Hey guys, and welcome back. As promised, I am giving you the TirTir concealer review that I mentioned in my last video. I'll let you in on a little secret. That's the concealer I used when I did my makeup in that video. However, this is a dual ended concealer. I used the liquid part on the bottom that has the doe foot. It does have a more of like a lipstick top as well. So I'm gonna be trying that out today too. I'm gonna see if I can do a two-step type of situation with this concealer. So let's go ahead and get into some details. Very intriguing product. So this is the TirTir Glide and Hide Blurring Concealer. It comes in 20 shades. So you can highlight with it, contour with it if you get different shades. With the top part of it, the really cream part of it, I think it can be used somewhat as a foundation, covering blemishes, things like that. It says it's like a stick, silky balm, and then the other is like the creamy liquid tip. So it's a multi-use concealer. It lasts 72 hours, has buildable coverage, feather light wear, and also transfer proof. So it's kind of like an all-in-one type of concealer. Covers up blemishes, dark circles, blurs, pores, and texture. Weightless comfort, seamless finish, natural looking coverage that resists creasing, caking, or smudging. It has skincare in it. It has hyaluronic acid complex for deep hydration, 3-type film former system for long wear, and dual power system for a blurred filtered effect. And then it has the skincare, refines every detail without ever feeling heavy. I'm in, I'm all in. And like I said, the liquid part on the bottom looked pretty damn good. Looked really good yesterday, I must say. So to me, you can do whatever the hell you want with this concealer. Now I did get mine online. I did like the pre-sale thing. It's in stock for $16. You can also get it on Amazon for the same price. And sometimes they'll even have coupons on Amazon. So that's always a good thing. So I say we get started. What I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna take the top part here, the creamy part. I got mine in the shade 1N. It's the first neutral that they offer. And I'm just gonna go in right here on my little blemishes. Let me get you in here. Let's get you in closer. By the way, I have this shirt I'm wearing today. It's white. I already have it on, so I put my robe over it because I really don't want to get anything on this shirt. I'm also wearing a hat today. Thank God I don't have to do my hair because I'm already running so late. We're going to like this festival thing. Yeah, so I have to wear a hat to protect my pale ass from the sun. So going in right here, covering my lovely, lovely friends right there. Those are the two I've been battling lately. Again, they say you can like swipe it, do whatever you want, highlight on the face with the creamy part. What I have been seeing people do is put the liquid on the under eye first and then go in with the top part, the creamy part after. I don't know. I might try that today. I'm just gonna kind of tap this out. Now you can probably tell that my face is lighter than my neck because I have self-tan on. So yeah, it's a little bit lighter. Yeah, that covered my blemishes pretty good, pretty good. I'm gonna raise you. That's probably too high. Yeah, that's too high. I feel like that's still too high. Is that back where we were anyway? I don't know. I probably should have put my primer on first. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my primer on and then put my foundation on so I can get into the concealer. I moved the camera back down. This is probably where I started. I'm too much of a perfectionist. Now I feel like me putting the primer on took that off, but I'm not surprised. I'm gonna go in with the TirTir foundation that I just used in my last video. So if you're wondering about this foundation here, go check that video out. This is in the shade 17 in Vanilla. However, I do feel like it needs to be like a smidgen darker. But I am gonna add a little bit of a bronzer drop. I'm wearing a hat today because I'm gonna be outside. Well, whatever. I'll just go ahead and put it on my forehead. Whatever. I'm not going to put any foundation underneath of my eyes. I mean, I never do that. But if you're new here, I never put any underneath of my eyes. Concealer review or not. The less product under my eyes for me, the better. All right, now for the concealer. This is in the shade, oh, I already told you, 1N. So yesterday, I went in like a so. That's pretty much all I did. I'm not like a crazy face highlight person. Before I blend it out, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know what powder I'm gonna use. I'm going to use a L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection. This has been my go-to powder. If you have not tried this powder, you are truly missing out. I feel like it's the best drugstore powder ever. I felt like it used to be the Maybelline one. This kicks Maybelline's ass. Yesterday when I used this, I used a beauty blender and a brush to blend out. I really didn't feel like it made much of a difference. Obviously the beauty blender kind of like thinned it out a little bit, didn't make it as full coverage. So I feel like depending on what you are going for, use a brush for a little more coverage and then use the beauty blender if you want less coverage. Sometimes I like to do a combo type thing with my concealer. So I'll go in with the brush and blend and then kind of in the blending with the beauty blender. This concealer blends out so pretty, so smooth, so flawless, and the wear time with it is insane. It looked so pretty after 7 hours. Today, I'm going to use the other side to see what it can do. See, I think it's pretty full coverage, and I didn't even use a ton of it, but it is stunning. It's flawless, beautiful. So let's take the other side here. And I'm gonna go, I don't know, right here. This could be a mistake. I might be totally screwing myself doing this, but I mean, we're testing it out. We gotta see what it's gonna do for us. This is really creamy. Kind of has that balm texture, smooth. I feel like with the brush, probably be a better way to use this since it is a pretty thick consistency, which scares me putting that underneath of my eye. Oh, it blends out so nice. So here's my under eyes after using those. Very smooth, very pretty, very hydrated. I feel like my eyes feel really hydrated. You know what I'm noticing is even though I'm not setting right away, it's not creasing up on me, which is very rare when it comes to a concealer. Now I'm going to set my under eyes with that powder. And I like to look up when I set. I feel like it makes a difference. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I use this powder. I'm using this powder because I know how it wears. I know what it's supposed to look like. I didn't want to try any other powders so that I know if it's the concealer, you know. That way I'm not guessing, well, I use a new powder, so I don't know, you know what I mean? Here is how it's set. I think it's set super, super pretty, super smooth. Very, very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then when I'm done, you'll be able to see what it looks like. Okay guys, so I have my makeup on. I feel like I need a little more blush. Like as I'm looking, especially in the viewfinder, I'm like, where's my blush? So here we are. Look how beautiful my under eyes looks. Look, they look flawless. They look smooth, beautiful, hydrated. Oh, it just looks so good. Except for that hair. Move that out the way. Like I say in almost all of my concealer reviews, we're human. We have lines, we have wrinkles underneath of our eyes. It's just if we can find a product that minimizes it, that's all we're asking for. This minimizes it. This makes it look just like perfection. Makes me feel younger, more youthful, highlighted. It is just so freaking pretty. So I'm curious what is going to happen since I used this top part today. I know for a fact using this is just top notch. Can't go wrong with it. So let's see with me adding on the cream balm part if that's going to make any difference. So I will hop back on camera later to let you guys see what it looks like. I'm going to be getting a long wear test today. So I will see you later on this evening. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have been gone over 12 hours. This makeup has been on around 13 hours. This was a hell of a wear test today. I am so sunburned. Actually, you can't even tell. I screwed up on that because usually I'm really good about not getting sunburned, but I think all these lights are like toning it down. I hope you guys can see this concealer because I'm not taking this hat off. Up close personal. Look at my eyeballs. What do you think? What do you think? Please don't judge me too hard because it's been a long ass day. My base makeup, this TirTir foundation. If you haven't watched my last video with this review, here you go. Here's a second wear test for you with just a little bit of bronzer drops in it. Still looks bomb. Still stick to what I say. Here's the deal about the concealer. Yesterday, like I already said, I only wore the liquid part underneath of the eyes. Today I added the top part. I would only, for me personally, stick with the cream balm top part here. I don't know what to call it. Just to my face. I would not put it underneath my eyes again. I will only be putting the liquid bottom part underneath of my eyes. I just don't think they look as good as they did yesterday. They still look good, don't get me wrong, especially for this kind of wear test or this long of a wear test. But I did notice earlier in the day, they just didn't look as good. So that's just my opinion on it. But the liquid concealer part, holy shit, it's bomb. So giving it a 2-day wear test. I really like the products. I still really like this foundation. I recommend both. Because, yeah, it just doesn't look as good. But I won't do it that way again, so I know it's going to look bomb the next time I do my makeup. So, I am exhausted. It has been a long day. I am sunburnt. Yeah, I want to take this makeup off, get in bed. I've been partying a lot throughout the day. We went to 2 different festivals and then went to a bar and listened to a band. It was a great day, but my feet are killing me. I was wearing this platform wedges, oh my god, and I was dancing my ass off for the past like 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. So that wraps up this wear test. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you guys on my next one. Thanks for watching.